I believe he called her Labrys a moment ago.
I see. I feel that I have a good grasp on the situation now.
Do you?
Can't you tell you're in the way? Get out of here! I cannot do that. I came to settle some business I had with you, the tournament's host. What business? To be blunt. What business was it? How the hell should I know?
That was harsh.
It turns out that I do not care about such trifling details after all. My apologies. Please forget my mention of business.
Oh.
My search for a certain individual has unexpectedly concluded, so we're done here. Who said you're done? That's it. I'll kill you where you stand. I wouldn't recommend it. If I may be so boastful, it would be a battle you stand no chance of winning. What?
My word must have been so humiliated that Shadow's face flushed right and the gropes for words. Like, how is a machine's face flash? Okay, you know what? At this point, I don't care. I want the older to speak to the young man.
Nice meeting you, by the way. I am Elizabeth. Would it ring a bell if I mentioned that I am the one who governs power?
You mean like Margaret?
Oh, do you know my older sister? I see. I wonder. Stop ignoring me, bitch!
Oh, okay. I shoot the young man behind me and turn towards the shadow.
Wait a moment. I must ask the one over there to leave this place before we resume. It's you who's going to leave! I was sure that I gave the proper warnings earlier. So it goes. Your fate is in the cards.
Why does Elizabeth has the Senator's persona? You know what? Doesn't matter. Okay, what the heck? What? What the? Hold on, what's happening? Oh yeah, Elizabeth's instant kill is a really weird counter thing. Okay, I don't know what's happening here, but some of my command isn't going through for some reason. That's weird. Elizabeth's like instant kill is a counter, which yeah, the AI is not attacking when the counter thing shows up. So. The shadow falls beneath, it will completely drain. What? It's will. Okay. I doubt has strength left to attack us.
Is me?
The girl still unable to stand, stares blankly at her own shadow. I turn around towards the young man. This P-1 Grand Prix was most likely caused by the girl's shadow, manifesting her suppressed anguish. But this young man tried to reach out to her, even at the risk of his own safety. Even after seeing proof that she was the one who caused that risk.
Excuse me, but may I leave the rest of this to you? I'm ashamed to say so, but delicate persuasion is not my forte.
I understand. I agree that you don't seem like you'd be too good at it.
Young man walks towards Labrys, who's still at a loss for words. I have yet to have a proper conversation with him, but I sense a certain trustworthiness in his steps.
Or actually Labrys.
What am I supposed to do? What difference does it make if I accept this? In the end, no one's gonna understand me anyway, right?
It's true that others won't be able to easily understand your pain. Are you gonna give up after just one try at showing them? One victory or loss doesn't matter. What matters is that you don't give up. That's what I think.
I should give up.
No, you can do this. You're not alone anymore.
Labrys' eyes widen as he realizes the brightness of the scenery before her. The young man waits patiently for his words to sink in. After some time, Labrys finally stands up and looks towards me.
Is this what you were talking about before? I am also not human. Who you are is for you to decide. That is the power of potential that everyone holds, even for a machine. I believe that still holds true. You could have just said so when we first met. Alas, I have always had some difficulty making myself understood.
Come on now. You should go to her.
Labrys throws a shadow once more the urge of the young man. Alright. I mean, what's the end of Elizabeth's story gonna be like? That's all I will care about right now.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you did well.
Thanks.
There's no need to thank us. It was all you.
Is Elizabeth gonna fight? It's gonna force you and Narukami to fight her? Seeing Labrys smile, I can't help but drain as well. Her relief only lasts a moment before the strength drains from her body and she stumbles.
Labrys!
The young man hastily catches her.
No need to worry. She must have reached the limits of her stamina.
He props the unconscious Labrys down against the wall.
Strength that binds hearts together. No matter how many times I witness it, its beauty never fades. May I borrow some of your time?
The young man looks over his shoulder in surprise, but when our gaze cross, he turns as if understanding.
A resident of the Velvet Room too?
Well, in a way. I have abandoned my duties at the moment in order to see through a desire of mine.
What did you want with me?
I calm myself before opening my mouth once more.
For my wish to be granted, I require a power much greater than what I have. But it is most likely not power used to fight. It is something else. I wish to understand what that is. The power of the wild card that changes bonds into strength. I have a feeling that the key lies there.
I don't really understand.
But more bluntly, I wish for you to show me your potential.
Young man considers everything I said, but eventually signs before responding.
I get it now.
You don't mind?
Would you back down if I said no? After what you said before, I don't think you'd back off that easy.
Touché.
I take a slight defensive
There's no need
stance.
to be lenient. I invite you to approach this battle as if you intend to kill me.
I didn't think I could win any other way.
Thank you. Well, here goes. Your fate is in the cards.
How much longer does this Elizabeth thing goes? I wonder. Oh, nice. 0 damage kill. Yeah, once you chain... Elizabeth has a lot of combo potential, but her attack, I realize it's not that fast.
She's so strong. I see. You do indeed have great power.
Even while saying so, I'm conflicted and my expression clouds. It's true that he was strong, He expertly wielded the power of the wild card. But think about it, that isn't what I wanted to learn. The power of the wild card doesn't stem just from one's skill in a fight. His strength came from his knowledge that he cannot avoid fighting to gain his desire. The strength happen to manifest as power in battle. But what I wanted to learn little to do with combat. Will I ever get close to the root of the matter with this method? Even if I find that I can't, I don't see any other way. I have measured all types of strengths, great and small. As one who gathers power, I feel suddenly anxious.
Maybe that it's something I cannot understand.
Will I ever be able to understand the ones distant from the works of human society? Has it been impossible for the start of my wish to be fulfilled? I don't notice all the footsteps.
Hey, are you okay? Oh shit, dude, what happened to you?
Yukon, are you alright? Senpai, hang in there.
It seems that once the shadow who created this place was vanquished, the rules keep everyone trapped or nullified. There must be friends form bonds which, but
Did you do this? What did you do to Senpai?
one of them turns his fierce eyes on me.
You're so mean, miss! This is going too far!
Who are you anyway? You better explain yourself.
If you did this with malign intent, we won't let you leave here so easily.
Their anger seeing their friends hurt. That was a new experience for me. Their bond gave birth to anger, grew into amnesty. The fury is not directed towards me, but the young man stands up.
One more time.
He requests this even though he's badly wounded. A rematch should seem to have only one possible outcome.
What?
Please, that is enough. I've already witnessed your strength.
If this ends with my defeat, it doesn't count as me showing you my potential.
But
You shouldn't jump to conclusions. I thought I said this once today. What's important is that you don't give up after one try. You have to hang in there. My friends that I haven't seen in a while are all here. I can't just wave the white flag.
Moment the young man makes his declarations, a mysterious presence fills the area. The presence surges the power, creates a whirlpool of light around him, which is not like the young man's determination and drive instantly rekindled.
that power.
It's a wild card he holds. I did notice the young man's friends are standing behind him in support. All of them fix their gaze on me as I stand perplexed. The bond they share in the very core is echoed in their eyes. I suddenly feel I'm confronting a fearsome giant.
I cannot believe I am seeing this.
I find myself starting to back off. My footsteps are unsteady as I go. A small dip in the floor behind me and larger than a fingernail throw me off balance. Surely I'm about to fall, but the unseen arm clutches me.
Alright? You're...
In counter to my utter bewilderment, she wears a calm smile. When I turn back to the young man, the surge of power has already dissipated. I catch myself a sign of relief. Even when I review my long memories, I can't recall occasion on which I had left so overwhelmed before.
What was that just now? Do you happen to know what this power is? I do not know the specifics, but
I guess also turned gaze towards you and
that
his friends.
must be the power of their bonds. The power that stems from not being alone. I don't know why, but I feel like I understand when I'm watching them. The power of not being alone.
His power they all share it isn't just his. That their strong bond turns his determination not to lose into an instant recovery for him. I'm suddenly reminded of a conversation I once had with my sister. If something is impossible for them to accomplish alone, they will work together. His friends have even worked miracles at times. Those were the words I spoke to her.
Important is that you don't give up.
It's a cliche to hear, but wisdom is profound. I dismiss his potential judged by my standards. Also, I almost give up the same way, thinking I could be unable to understand. And he refused to allow that. His power proves there is not only one standard. It's truly the strength found in numbers.
So this is a bond.
Well, I think the guests I met who had foreign bounds, I may have focused too much on those individuals. I never I never took much interest in who they bonded which, or or how those bonds were
What I
forged.
should be studying isn't just him, but all of them together. Not the strength of a person, but of people. That may be the lesson. It seems I am starting to find hope.
I not need satisfaction.
Today's festivities made for quite a wonderful Grand Prix. Considering that there have been some games, I should be going. If you'll all excuse me.
I turn to make my exit.
Wait a sec, you haven't explained yourself yet! You haven't even told us your name! It's Elizabeth!
Hey! Back here! What are you all happy for?
Who was she? Well, the odds are low that she was the mastermind behind this case.
Enough about her! Senpai's more important. We'll get you out of here in no time, so hang in there, Senpai. Teddy, get a stretcher ready. What are you standing around for? Move!
Guys, I'm not exactly critically injured, you know?
I think it's wonderful.
You're...
Seeing you surrounded by friends reminds me of a certain someone.
a certain someone?
There is no need to worry, everyone. His wounds are not serious. He is merely exhausted. Oh, thank goodness. Wait, who are you?
I could have left by a shorter route, but I turned to the school front gate and looked back at the school. The faces of the people I parted with a moment ago are called to mind. Amongst them, the young man's face. I only faced him briefly, yet I recall him with surprising vividness.
Sure that he will continue to increase his strength of heart. It is a given with so many friends. I am a little bit envious.
I turn the page of Compendium and draws magic circle in the air.
Farewell.
My soundlinks pass through, I leave as if melted into the scenery. I close my eyes and my thought drifts to the past.
Elizabeth? Elizabeth, are you listening? You seem lost in thought like that frequently of late. Could this mean that you finally began to be troubled over things, like a normal person?
How scathing of you, as usual.
Believe me, sister, I am not as bad as you. What's the matter?
My dear sister, I want to tell you a fairy tale.
What's this about?
In our world, at the far reaches of the Sea of the Soul, there stands a large door. A soul which devoted itself to sealing that door slumbers there.
Why did it do such a thing?
That soul is risking itself to prevent those who have lost sight of life's brilliance from luring the world to self-destruction. It has become the guardian of the door, of the whole world, in fact.
That is a very sorrowful story.
My dear sister, do you think I can save that person?
I thought it was a fairy tale.
It may be impossible alone. But what if I joined forces to do it? This person's friends are capable of miracles at times.
This person you speak of, is it? I hope you're not planning to...
Oh, don't be silly, my dear sister. I told you, it was only a fairy tale.
To a certain degree, all of your stories are like fairy tales. I don't know what's troubling you, but be sure that you don't neglect your duties.
Yeah, she wants to free the Persona 3 protagonist. When I open my eyes again, I'm in the Sea of Souls, a world where countless bright luminaries shine like a nebula. I begin singing a song. Now I'm here again. I feel a hint of loneliness. I smile inwardly at myself. It happens today, very fruitful for me. I came with a certain realization. I still don't have anyone in the world outside the Velvet Room that I wish to form a bond with. My lack of hunger, such things have prevented me from understanding.
No, that's not quite right either.
Lack of hunger, that's not it. In truth, it was wishing my power. I turned my gaze away from it. After all, I didn't begin this journey only to find the means to defeat that monster. I thought by defeating I could see him again.
To think I was unconsciously afraid of something and keeping my distance from it. That is quite a surprise.
The mechanical girl, the young man, my old guests all had their own desires and results from the start. I should make myself just as resolved if I'm to achieve my desire as well. I will face it unblinkingly and accept it. And what made the loneliness in me arose to leave my old residence. The sick feeling of loneliness will surely torment me and cause me grief forever. But my heart and my resolve will not embrace the pain. I'm certain that my young heart will yield great power. Bonds, the other half of being alive along with death. Just death gives life to show. I'm sure loneliness will shed new light in the question of bonds. When I obtain power or bond to trust sense, certainly I will not achieve the miracle alone.
I cannot defeat that monster now. I may in time gain the power to truly erase it.
He must have felt the hunger as well. So he tried to protect his bond with his life, leading him into the universe. I smiled to myself again. As one who leads to lead others, I have now gained intelligence about the true meaning of bombs. I need some water.